Hello students, welcome back to MKH video series. My name is Aditya and in the previous video we have successfully completed exercise 13.8 up to question number 8, right? So it's time to move on further into this exercise. So we are getting towards the end of this exercise. So I hope you have done all the exercises that have been done in the previous video. So the important and the key factor in this chapter is the formulas, right? So if you know the formulas of the surface area and volume of the different figures that we have discussed till now, so then you can easily get the result of the questions in this chapter, right? So learn all the the formulas that we have done earlier, right? So let us complete this exercise as well as this chapter by starting this video from question number 9, right? So this is going to be, the second last question. So here you can see 27 solid iron spheres, each of radius r and surface area s are melted to form a sphere with surface area s dash. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं मेरे पास कितने solid iron spheres हैं 27, right? So if I just roughly draw here, you can see a sphere. So यहाँ पे 27 जो spheres हैं उनकी radius कितनी है r, right? So you can see you have to draw them in a number. You can see like this. So on there are 27 spheres, right? So यहाँ पे इन सभी का जो surface area है, that is going to be S, right? So now you can see further melt them to form a sphere, you can see, which is having the surface area S dash, right? So यहाँ पे 27 solid spheres को melt किया और एक you can see new sphere form किया जिसका surface area है S dash, right? Now we have to find the radius R dash. You can see if I just give this radius as R dash, so मुझे इसकी radius निकालनी है of this new sphere that is formed by melting 27 solid iron spheres, right? जिनकी radius R है और surface area क्या है S, right? Now you can see this is how we have to melt 27 spheres and form a new sphere, and we have to find out the radius of this new sphere, right? So let us do this. So यहाँ पे सबसे पहले solution के starting में you can see कैसे start करेंगे हम यहाँ पे इन सभी 27 solid spheres की क्या find out करेंगे? You can see volume, right? So in the first part you can see if we talk about the volume of 27 solid spheres having radius r, so what will be the volume? You can see हमें पता है volume of sphere जो है हम किससे count करते हैं? By the formula 4/3 pi r cube, right? So यहाँ पे radius जो मैं लूंगा आप देख सकते हैं क्या थी radius solid spheres की जो 27 solid sphere that is taken as r, right? So that will be as it is like this, right? Now 27 की क्या हो जाएगी? Multiply by 27, right? So ये किसकी थी? एक sphere की volume ऐसे निकलती, right? So what will be the volume of 27 solid spheres? So 27 into 4/3 pi r cube, right? So let me just give this equation number first, right? So ये तो हुई 27, you can see solid sphere की volume, right? Now if I just talk about the volume of this new sphere, so the volume of new sphere having, if I just write it correct, so having radius r dash, right? So यहाँ पे इसकी radius जो है r dash assume करनी है, so that will be, you can see again 4/3 pi r cube, right? So यहाँ पे radius क्या है उसकी r dash, so that will be r dash cube, right? So यहाँ पे radius को r dash लिख दिया, so formula will be 4/3 pi r dash cube. So let me just give it second equation, right? So now let me just tell you, if I just rub this, so now you can see we have melted these 27 solid iron spheres and formed a new sphere, right, which is having the radius r dash, right? So ये 27 solid sphere को melt करके ही तो ये new sphere बना है. So दोनों की volumes जो होंगी they are going to be the same, right? बिकॉज आप देख रहे हैं इन 27 सॉलिड स्फीयर को मेल्ट किया, उसी से ही ये न्यू स्फीयर बना है. सो दोनों की वॉल्यूम्स क्या हो जाएंगी, सेम हो जाएंगी, राइट? सो दिस इंप्लाइज यू कैन सी फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड, यू कैन सी मैं दोनों को क्या कर दूंगा, इक्वेट कर दूंगा. सो वॉल्यूम ऑफ 27 solid spheres you can see will be equal to, you can see the volume of new sphere, right? So this is given in the question कि इनको मेल्ट करके ये बना है, so उनकी वॉल्यूम्स क्या होगी, सेम. So we are going to equate them, you can see. So what it will be is, what is the volume of 27 solid spheres? You can see that is 27 into 4 upon 3 pi r cube equal to, you can see what is the volume of new sphere that is formed, that is 4 upon 3 pi r dash cube, right? So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं 4 upon 3 pi से 4 upon 3 pi कैंसिल हो गया. So यहाँ पे फर्दर क्या बच जाएगा आपके पास, this implies you can see 27 r cube is equal to r dash cube, right? So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं इस 27 r cube को मैं क्या लिख सकता हूं, if I just write it here, so 27 r cube को मैं 3r का होल क्यूब लिख सकता हूं, बिकॉज मुझे पता है 3 का क्यूब क्या होता है, 3 into 3 into 3 that is 27, और r का क्यूब क्या हो जाएगा, r क्यूब, राइट? सो मैं इसको इस तरीके से लिख सकता हूं, यू कैन सी. सो मैंने 27 r क्यूब को क्या लिख दिया, 3r का होल क्यूब, राइट? सो 3 का क्यूब क्या होता है 27 और r का क्यूब r क्यूब. सो नाउ फर्दर इक्वल टू, यू कैन सी r डैश क्यूब, राइट? सो अब इससे क्यूब cancel out हो गया. So this will give me, you can see the value of r dash as 3r, right? So this is the relation which says कि r dash यानी कि ये जो रेडियस है न्यू स्फीयर की, that is actually 3 times the radius of these 27 spheres, right? So यानी कि अगर मैं 27 spheres में से स्फीयर की बात करूं, so उसकी रेडियस क्या थी r. So यहाँ पे न्यू स्फीयर जो है उसकी रेडियस 3 times है in 27 solid spheres की radius की, right? So this is what we have got the relation by solving this, right? Now you can see this is the radius here which we have to find out. You can see the radius of new sphere will be 3 times the radius of, you can see, the 27 solid spheres, right? So this is how we have got this result in the first part, that the radius of new sphere will be, you can see, 3 times the radius of the 27 solid spheres, right? So now it's time to move on to the second part. So if I just rub this all, now you can see in the second part we have to find out, you can see, the ratio of S and S dash. So आप देख सकते हैं S ratio किसका था, sorry, S क्या है, surface area of the 27 solid iron spheres, and S dash is the surface area of this new sphere that is formed by melting these 27 solid spheres, right? So इनका ratio फाइंड करना है surface area का. So सबसे पहले मैं, you can see, so in the second part you can see the ratio of, you can see we can write that S and S dash. So that will be S upon S dash. So अगर बात करते हैं इन 27 solid sphere के surface area की, right? So how we will calculate the surface area of a sphere which is having the radius r, right? So मुझे पता है surface area का formula, if we just talk about of a sphere, that is 4 pi r square, right? So 4 pi r square. So आप देख रहे radius क्या है, r है, so that will be as it is. Now divide by the surface area of, you can see, new sphere formed. So इसकी radius क्या है, r dash, जो हमने अभी निकाला है किसके इक्वल है, let me just write it here. So r dash क्या है, 3 times the radius of this 27 solid spheres, right? So r dash की वैल्यू किसके इक्वल है, 3r, यानी 3 times the radius of 27 solid spheres. So अब r dash है इसकी radius, so what is going to be the surface area of this sphere, that is also going to be 4 pi r square. So r dash square, right? So यहाँ पे radius क्या है इसकी, r dash, right? So अब यहाँ पे 4 pi square r square as it is. Now 4 pi r dash की वैल्यू आप देख सकते हैं क्या है, किसके इक्वल है, 3r के, right? So मैं यहाँ पे r dash की क्या रख दूंगा, 3r whole square, right? So यहाँ पे मैंने सिर्फ r dash की वैल्यू क्या रख दी, 3r, because we know that the radius of the new sphere is 3 times the radius of the 27 solid iron spheres that we have got from the first part, right? Now if I just solve this, so 4 pi r square divided by 4 pi, you can see 3 ka square kya tha, 3 into 3 9, and r ka square r square, right? So if I just cancel this and r square se r square cancel out ho jayega, to upar kya bach jayega, 1. So that will be 1 upon 9. So here we can see we have got the ratio as 1 upon 9, or you can also write it like this, right? So this is the ratio of the surface area of 27 solid sphere to the surface area of the new sphere, right? Which we have to calculate in the second part. So the ratio is 1:9, right? So that was all in this question here. So students, let us move on to the next question of this exercise, which is going to be the last question of it, right? So let us see what is given into it, right? So a capsule of medicine is in the shape of a sphere of diameter 3.5 mm, right? So now यहाँ पे एक capsule है medicine का, जिसकी shape जो है किस तरह की है, sphere की है. So let me just draw a sphere here. So this is a capsule, right? Now यहाँ पे इसका diameter जो है, that is given to us as 3.5 mm, right? So this is the diameter given to us. So let me just start off the solution with the given thing, right? So the given thing is the diameter of this spherical capsule, right? So that is, you can see 3.5 mm, right? So now we can easily calculate the radius of capsule. If I just correct the spell, so that will be simply dividing the diameter by 2. So 3.5 divided by 2, right? So let me just write 2 clear. अब यहाँ पे आप देखिए, इसको decimal remove करेंगे तो क्या आएगा, 0, because decimal के बाद एक digit थी, right? So if I just remove this decimal, so now आप reduce कर सकते हैं इसको 5 के table पे, 5 7 जा 35, 5 4 जा 20. So what it will be is 7 upon 4. Now you can also write the radius as 7 upon 4 mm, or you can also convert this in decimal, right? So what it will be is dividing 7 by 4. So 4 1 ja 4 minus, that will be 7 minus 4 3, then decimal 0, so 4 7 ja 28, right? Again subtracting will give 2, so decimal की वजह से 0 आएगा, so 4 5 ja 20, right? So you can also use 1.75 mm at the place of 7 upon 4, right? So whatever you like to use, you can use that radius, right? Now you can see यहाँ पे हमें क्या निकालना है, how much medicine in mm cube, that is millimeter cube, is needed to fill this capsule, right? So कितनी medicine you can see is needed to completely fill this spherical capsule, right? So उतनी ही medicine की volume fill होगी जितनी इसकी capacity है. So we know the volume of a sphere is going to be calculated by 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So this is going to be the you can see volume of medicine that can actually be filled into this sphere, right? Because the volume of sphere is this. So itni hi medicine bhi you can see fill hogi. So you can see, if I just talk about the volume of spherical capsule, right? So that will be 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So utni hi medicine aayegi jitni iski capacity hai, or you can say the volume here, right? So that is going to be calculated by 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So let me just substitute the values. So 4 upon 3 into pi is 22 upon 7 into radius. Now you can see you can use either 7 upon 4 or you can also use 1.75, whatever you like. So यहाँ पे मैं 7 upon 4 use कर लेता हूँ. So that will be 7 upon 4 cube, right? So let me just make some space above. So now you can see the volume of spherical capsule is 4 upon 3 into 22 upon 7. Now 7 upon 4 का cube का मतलब है 3 times multiply 7 by 4, right? Like this. अब यहाँ पे मैं इसको solve करता हूँ. 7 1 is 7, 7 1 is 7, right? So this time is to calculate this. So if I just reduce this 4 as well, so 4 1 is 4, 4 1 is 4. So remaining in the numerator is 22 into 7 into 7, right? So 22 into 7, that is 154 into 7, right? So then in the denominator, 3 into 4, 12, 12 into 4, that is 48, right? Now you can further reduce them at the table of 2, right? So 2 2 ja 4, 2 4 ja 8. Then further at the table of 2, you can see 2 7 ja 14, 1 remaining, they'll make 14, so 2 7 ja 14, right? Now further it is not reducing, so leave it as it is. So 77 into 7. So let me just check out. So there will be 7 7 ja 49, 4 carry, then 7 7 ja 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, right? So 539 divided by 24, right? So this is what you have to solve now. So if I just do the division here, so let me just put 539 inside this division, and the divisor is 24, right? So 24 2 ja 48, right? So let me just reduce this. So 13 minus 8, so there will be 9 10 11 12 13 5. Then you can see that will become 4, so 4 minus 4 is 0. Then 9 will be brought down, so there will be 24 2 ja 48 again, right? So what it will be is, you can see 9 minus 8 is 1, then 5 minus 4 is 1 as well. So decimal, they'll put a 0 here, right? So if I just rub this down, so now this time you can see, again you can see at the 24 5 ja, let me just check out. So 5 4 is 20, 2 carry, 5 to 10 11 12, so that will become greater. So what it will be is 24 into 4, right? So that will be, you can see 96. So 24 4 ja, you can see 96, right? So if I reduce this, so that will be 10 minus 6, that is 4, so there will be 14, right? So now you can see again decimal will bring 0 here. Now again you can see 24 6 ja, let me just check out. So 6 4 is 24, 2 carry, 6 to 12 13 14, that will be greater, so that will become 5 here. So what is 24 5 ja? So 5 4 is 20, 5 to 10 11 12, so 120, right? So now you can see subtracting will give 20 here. So decimal again a 0. Then let me just check out 24 8 ja, right? So that will be 8, sorry, let me just check out on 9. So 9 4 is 36, 3 carry, 9 2 is 18, 19 20 21, right? So that will be greater, so that means it is going to be 8. So you can just use this as up to 3 decimal values. So 22.458, right? So that will be in millimeter cube, right? So volume किसमें निकलती है? Cubic unit में, और unit क्या थी आपके पास? Millimeters, right? So that will be 22.458 millimeter cube. That is going to be the amount of medicine that is needed to fill this spherical capsule, right? So you can write it down here. So the medicine needed to fill the capsule is 22.458 millimeter cube, right? So this is going to be the medicine required to completely fill this spherical capsule. So that was all in this exercise as well as this chapter.